we are at the office of one of my favorite professors from this MBA, because he's a marketing guy, so I have to like those marketing guys. So Professor, thank you for having taken the time to answer to some of my questions for the project what an MBA is useful for. And you, as a marketing guy, you should know. So what an MBA is useful for?
Yeah, first of all, thank you for a very nice introduction. You're making me blush. Maybe turn this black and white.
Don't believe he's a marketing guy.
Now, MBA, the value of it. I mean, like, these days, it's not enough to have just a bachelor's degree. It's not enough just to have maybe one postgraduate degree either. Even if you have that, it's good to show that you have administrative skills. And business administration is what is the real tool that is used for people to gain these skills. All I'm saying is that usually people who start with their professional careers, they may be technical people, they may know their subject, but after a few years they need to get to managerial positions and they do not possess these skills how to manage others. Well, an executive MBA program like ours provides every little bit and piece that you need in order to be able to organize, plan, and manage well an organization.
Before coming to this MBA, I never knew such simple definitions for a lot of things I did. For example, in HR, I was like, so HR is about selecting, attracting, selecting, and keeping people. Oh, that's very easy. I mean, you should take an MBA classes to understand that. Apparently it is so for me in any case. So is this about an MBA that it simplify very complex things and then teach you to go into their complexity? I don't know how to
I know, I understand your question. It is very practical, and that's a good thing about it, because you work on many different fields and you get tastes of what happens in different departments in organization, both the theoretical part, but how it is actually applied. And this is what helps, especially managers, understand. Maybe what you said, it is true, but it's the other side. Maybe you were doing things before coming to do an MBA without knowing why you do them. Now you really understand and you can delve deeper and become like, develop yourself as a manager in whatever department you manage. And that's the real magic of it. The other good thing is that maybe you follow classes, and you learn some good things. With your MBA, the following day, Monday, going to work, you can apply one or two of these things instantly. And this is what changes or gives a company a competitive advantage.
I did what you said in my company. I was like, my colleagues, my associates made fun of me, you know. Yeah, you're doing the MBA like you're gonna apply something in our entrepreneurial company. And I did. And they say, wow, we want it. That's the feeling I transmitted by applying theoretical academic stuff I learned here.
Yeah, it makes you open your eyes and your horizons a little more. The good thing with such an MBA is that maybe you know everything already, but we make you see them from a different perspective or put them in little boxes that all of them amplify the essence of it. That's why we're talking about Kaizen, continuous improvement, and this is what we do. Maybe you did something you said was pretty excellent, but now reorganizing in your heads certain things, it's how you can even progress and sustain yourself as a company. This is what everybody's telling me, but even us, members of staff, we see that, and we apply exactly the same things that we teach.
Most of our classes, not all of them, I won't say anything, but I'm not a finance guy, let's say so. But most of our classes were like, very nice, a lot of aha moments. And then the moment came when every professor talks about the assignment. why do we have to have assignments in an MBA program? Please
Okay.
tell me, Professor.
Well, this is not just a training seminar. This is like you get a degree. To get a degree, it's not just following classes and learning some things. You have to prove to yourself and to your professors that you've learned something. So that's why you're asked to do a piece of coursework. But again, that is designed in exactly the same way as any organization is running. Because in your company, maybe if you have a boss above you, will ask you to do something. Do a report, prepare for me in 5 days, 5-page report on my desk. This is what we do to you. We say you have 1 month to produce this thing. And if it's not good, like the boss in real life doesn't like it, then we give a lower mark. Also, we have a deadline. Again, like professional people in businesses, they do. So it's just a reflection of any normal, routinized work day, but you learn and we make you search. Searching for more information is what makes somebody develop his research skills. Research, I mean, it's not just reading the newspaper and the news from your smartphone, but it's to really understand, and we make you become a critical thinker. A manager makes money because it needs to make decisions. To make decisions, you need to be able to compare this and that, and in your best, let's say, abilities, you say plan B is what we go through. This is why assignments are made. You won't believe the value of them when you will be faced with exactly the same task, but in real life where you play with money and you say, I'm more confident in dealing with that because I played around with it with an assignment in the past.
I am now hopefully finishing the second year of the MBA, and I got to know a lot of professors, and they said something very interesting for me. We are looking forward to meet you, the MBA students, because you are a challenge for us. And I was like, what do you want to challenge for? And they explained me why. Please tell me why we are a challenge for you.
No, what is the challenge is that you are not children. You're not 18, 20-year-olds. You're people with experience. And usually when we teach at bachelor's, whatever the professor says, it's the law. They just write it down and they say, this is what I should do. The challenge we get from you is that you may say, Professor, what you said doesn't really apply in Romania because our tax is 16% and it's like more favorable. And not only you challenge us, but also we learn from you. Also with networking with other countries, because this happens in 9 countries, and there are common events where all MBA cities they meet together. The exchange of information that one receives is what makes him or her a more of an international player, a citizen of the world, and this is good. So that's the challenge. We really learn from you, or maybe by proving to you that what you challenged us with is kind of wrong. We state better facts, and this is how knowledge needs to progress, needs to develop, and you guys help us develop it as well.
Talking about citizen of the world, one of the questions the guys that want to go to an MBA program in Romania ask me is, why is Thessaloniki, York and Strasbourg, why is not one of them in this program? And I tell them, tell us.
Well, what better? You get taught in different environments by different professors with different dynamics of the groups, because you are never the same. Or maybe you're the same with other people from other countries, but this is the magic of it. And also, we're amongst the top universities. But we get la creme de la creme of professors. And if maybe somebody in York, at the University of York, in the city of York, or somebody in Strasbourg, maybe is more profound in something, why not getting that even better knowledge than mine from him or her? That's why we try to really select both the cities like the venues where our modules take place, as well as who will deliver them and who will be challenged more by people like you.
Talking about challenges, we are here in Thessaloniki, and now I understand why people fall in love with this city. There are a lot of
A nice
challenges.
Greek weather like the painting,
Yeah,
which painted.
there are a lot of challenges, and each evening we
These
met a
kind
lot
of
of challenges here in Thessaloniki.
Yeah.
So thank you for your time, Professor. We are looking forward. I am looking forward to
it's
finish
my
this
pleasure.
program.
Oh, I'm sure you will. 1 billion people before you did it. Why shouldn't you?
I have a friend in the next cohort, so it's in the first year of the MBA, and he asked me, no, he didn't ask, he said, please tell me that the assignments are not as heavy as they seem. Lie to me, he said, lie to me. And I said, I am lying to you, they are not as hard as you. But you lied to me. Of course I lied to you. It's hard work.
It is hard work, but you know, it's a learning process. Maybe the first one or two you do, you find it harder, but then they become more of a piece of cake. You get used to the system, and when you get the hang of it, much more easily you can finish them because you know the way to do it. It's not like cheating. It is like it's a learning process. Like when you first go to work, you know a few things, but after 10 years you know more. The same is true with the piece of courseware that we ask you, the little deliverables.
Yeah. So thank you very much again.
No,
I could talk to you for hours, but I'm gonna leave you to your work, and I'm going to classes to study entrepreneurship.
Oh my God, this is the spirit, this is the one. What is better, an interview with your professor or listening to new things? And he said listening to new things. You know, you should be an example of a student, okay? You're my idol, okay?